Hello, everyone, and welcome to, let me see if I screw this up here. Okay, it doesn't seem to be on yet on the Facebook page, but we are jumping on that. And yep, there I am. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Hello, and welcome to this special live episode of Podcast 451 from live, which I already said, from Los Angeles, California.
Why did you keep looking at me?
I don't know, because I feel like I need to be looking at you or something. I'm here with Zoe Humphreys, who's right over here.
Hello, everyone.
She's over there. Her job right now is to be making sure that you are heard when you talk to me. Is that right?
Yes.
Or us. If you would like to ask Zoe something, knock yourself out right now.
Yes.
And I have the questions open over here. This should go swimmingly. So, if you haven't found out what's going on yet today, we've been having a multi-author Facebook event since 11 o'clock this morning. It's 5 o'clock now. It's called Meet the Serial Killers. Something I probably should have changed early on when everyone thought that they were going to be meeting serial killers or people who wrote books about serial killers instead of people who write serialized fiction. So that was 100% my fault. So apologies for that.
But it was catchy.
It was catchy as shit. And the little pictures that we did for it, the little banner up top was very spot on. So they say in the chalk outline art community, right?
Yes.
But just a bunch of awesome stuff. Hitman Black, Windy City Blood is out today. Hitman Black #2. So that was pretty awesome.
Yes.
It's been a little chaotic. My dog's eating a cracker. Today we had David Wright from Self Publishing Podcast, who is co-author of Yesterday Is Gone and White Space on. That was great. We had Rachel Medhurst and Gray Lily on with Avoidables and Marked as Prey, if I recall. And then we had Rena Peak on for an hour with her Mistaken Serial. And then we had Josh St. John and Percival Constantine on talking about Acorn 666 and Vanguard. And then Facebook, I don't know if it was like a LA thing or a West Coast thing. No, because I think GP said he was having problems too. I don't know what the hell happened. Like,
yeah, GP did as well. We just couldn't comment. Comments weren't.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't post anything. It said that I didn't have permission to post on the event.
I haven't been able to share anything all day.
She hasn't been able to share anything. There were a couple people who actually said they couldn't share stuff. I couldn't like posts. I would get notifications at the bottom saying that somebody commented, and then I would go look at it, and nothing would be there.
It was very stressful.
It was super stressful, and that lasted like a good 40 minutes, which sucked. But it's a good thing that Josh and Percival were so freaking badass about what they were doing, because they were able to kind of run the show until that all got taken care of, which I think is now. It might not be taken care of. And then we had MF Wall and Guido Hinkle on with the Jason Dark series and Disease. And both of those books look great. And the coolest thing, seriously, about this thing is how many awesome books I've discovered through this.
I've been downloading left, right, and center.
Yeah. This has been really, really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
So,
and such a good mix of styles and topics and genres and really good stuff.
Because even with like the romance stuff, which I'm not like a big romance guy, apparently.
I can vouch for that.
The Mistaken series sounds full of political intrigue.
Yeah.
And it was very, we had a little conversation about West Wing. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And we also talked about the crappy outfits in Star Trek Next Generation. That was a good conversation. I got to talk about Towie and Coronation Street and the In-Betweeners.
Yeah.
That was good times. And we also talked about books, apparently. So,
there's been loads of giveaways.
Loads of giveaways. We should do more giveaways right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't really been able to do a whole lot. Oh, the starter pack. You can't share that link, huh? Okay, Zoe's going to talk from the other side of the room while I share this link real quick.
Well, we did. CC Wall had a bit of an idea that it would be quite good to introduce our books by doing a starter pack of the first episode of the 4 series that CC Wall has going at the minute. So there is the first episode of Black Star Canyon ever, the first episode of Hitman Black, first one of The Brain Thief, and the first one of The Gavel.
Yeah, and I just put that in the comments on the Facebook page on this video.
Okay, I'll check.
So there's
yes,
that.
and it's there. So if you want it, click on the link.
And you'll get those books for free.
And you can get all 4 free and see if any of them appeal to you, which they all should, because they're all pretty awesome.
Well, let's hope they appeal.
Ooh.
They appeal like a banana. And then I'm going to also post a link for the new Hitman Black book because I'm just excited that it's out. So if you haven't got the new Hitman Black yet, here it will be. Now, what do you think we should do as a giveaway for, do you want to do another Black Star Canyon giveaway? It has been a long day, people.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
A little bit. My coffee keeps getting cold before I could finish it.
Hang on a second,
we have
comments. Oh, we have Ed Mallory just saying that Guido Henkel we had for the last the last author that was on with his Demons Night, a Victorian era supernatural mystery, and she's just commenting and saying that she thinks it looks awesome as well. So that's one of the ones that we really like, doesn't it? In particular.
Yeah.
There's loads, but that was one that really appealed to me because it's like the Victorian sort of steampunky.
I'm just digging like the whole Dr. Prometheus and Fu Manchu and all that stuff.
All that kind of stuff.
That's really, really
right
cool.
In my alley. And Sherlock Holmesy vibe to it as well. He described it as Sherlock Holmes on steroids was one of the comments. And I love the sound of that. That sounds great to me.
Who doesn't?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
So what do you think then? We should totally give some more Black Star Canyon away.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing too. All the Black Star Canyon seasons, for those of you who won't win or whatever, that was a horrible way to say it. All the seasons are 99 cents right now, which is good because all the episodes are $2.99. So you're making a killing. You're actually making money by picking up the seasons today.
Yes.
That's a good way to say that.
Yeah, it totally is. So, should maybe put the link up for that as well.
Well, if you go to the event about section at the top of the page,
there's
it has all of them right there.
All the short links to all the things there. Of all the books, not just ours, everybody, all the authors that have been on.
Yeah, all the authors that are on and who are coming on later. We still have 4 more to go. We have Jane Stain, Sylvie Jackson, Rex Carpenter, and A.E. Hodge. So after this, we got 2 Small Hours. We've been singing all day today because apparently we have completely lost our minds.
Completely. It's getting that way.
This is the best time to do a podcast, when you're completely bonked out of your brain.
We say it's the best time.
We say.
I'm still laughing at a post that's totally irrelevant to this, that my friend posted of her and her sister as children with some really scary Punch and Judy man.
Okay, that's another British thing. I don't think we ever called him Punch and Judy man.
Why?
Because
Punch and
they're
Judy.
Puppeteers.
No, but the characters are called Punch and Judy.
So,
and he keeps goes, that's the way to do it, and he hits his wife.
At any beach or anywhere in Britain,
it used to be more popular.
You have a
red and white stripy
tent and the same two damn puppets. So these kids are going to see the same damn show.
Well, I'm sure they mix it up a bit.
But at the end of it, Punch is going to punch Judy.
Yeah,
so it's just about a dude
that's the way to do it. And a crocodile is involved, I'm sure. It snaps a lot.
Snaps is the name of the crocodile?
No, it snaps its jaws a lot, like the wooden clacking.
Snaps the crocodile.
But anyway, he looks like a slightly tipsy Eric Idle with a kind of.
Would she get mad if you posted that picture in the thread?
Probably.
Because it's the most horrifying picture I've ever seen. It's like.
Shall I do it?
I think so. It's just like, if you were to ever go to awkward family photos, it looks like this would be on the homepage.
The scariest thing about it is
she thought the Punch and Judy guy was her dad.
I thought it was her dad. But the scariest thing about it is that somebody commented further down the post, "Oh my God, I'm sure I have a photo somewhere of me and my sister with the same tipsy guy." She's trying to find it.
Earlier in the week, Zoe showed me all these pictures of horrified children with the scariest Easter bunnies you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was horrific. So
it was pretty good.
It was just like, who in their right mind would ever let their kids near any creepzilla like those bunnies? Because none of them looked friendly. No, none of them looked happy.
They were horrific.
And one of them was just a guy with rabbit ears drawn on his face, and or the whiskers drawn on his face.
No, he was possibly the scariest, wasn't he?
Well, he was the one I would least likely trust my kid with while I ran to the toilet.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Would you ever run to the toilet?
Not in a room full of bunnies like that.
No.
That would be terrifying. I would just wet myself right there. But anyhow, if any of you guys have any questions or anything like that, now would be a perfect time to ask. Because believe it or not, as professional as Zoe and I always are, we actually do not have anything strictly planned for this. So this could turn into one of the, you know what? I just realized I do have something I want to talk about. I have two things I want to talk about. As you know, when we start the show off, we tend to talk about what we've been watching lately. And if we've been reading anything new, we talk about that. Prepare. There's going to be a couple. First off, I got dragged into my backyard, and that's not a euphemism, to watch a film called Interstellar. I use the term film loosely because this thing was a mammoth thing. It was longer than anyone knew what to do with, because they needed to have 8 angles of every person when they were like this. And it just went on forever. And I remember being a lot more mad when we were watching it. There were things that weren't making sense to me.
The picture is up, everybody.
The picture's up if you want to see scary frickin' Central.
Yeah, carry on.
I don't know. Interstellar was just a very rough movie to get through. And there were some parts of it that were cool, but those cool parts were maybe
I actually don't remember any of it. I think that could have been the amount of wine and
Yeah.
painkiller I took.
Yeah, she was taking care of it all right.
It wasn't. I didn't mean to do that. I'd only had actually 2 glasses.
The movie
of wine.
would have been a way lot better, I think. I'm a writer. If I had that much alcohol in me.
I'd only had 2 glasses of wine and the painkiller, but you had to keep checking I was breathing all night because apparently it was very relaxing.
Yeah, she was so relaxed that I thought she was dead numerous times throughout the evening. There was a part of me that was really sad, and then a part of me that was jealous that I was still awake watching that awful fucking movie. But the other thing that I will rant a bit about was that we were watching Vikings, if you remember us talking about that. And last week on the show, I was talking about how great the first season of Vikings was.
Mm.
Well, then we watched the second season of Vikings, and it was so fucking boring. It was like...
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think it's...
What?
I think it's more aesthetically pleasing for me.
Well, no, it's aesthetically pleasing, but it's like... It could quite possibly be the worst written show on television.
You think?
It's just like, I'm going here. We're doing a party. I'm eating stuff. I'm drinking out of a weird cup. And then like they had to do this whole like bad narrative where the narrator cameraman is completely unreliable because it's making you think this one character is going to do something bad the whole fucking season just for this one stupid twist that isn't even really a twist because you should know what is probably going to happen at the end of the season when you start watching that first season.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like so disappointed. But it is very much like Sons of Anarchy.
Very much.
Just
so.
like the way it's
But my
written.
argument was, that's kind of what Vikings did, though. There's only, you know what I mean?
I don't give a shit. I'm supposed to be entertained by this damn
No,
show.
what I'm saying is like Game of Thrones is so intricate with so many different groups of people doing stuff. Whereas this is a bunch of Vikings with other Vikings who go and do stuff. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's based on human things. And I know it's the case with Game of Thrones as well, but it's kind of supposed to be historically kind of based. You know what I mean? So you can't.
Well, it
really
is kind of
introduce
historically
all
based,
kind of,
but
like, crazy subplots
the main
and all that
character
stuff.
might not have ever existed.
Yeah, true.
So it's not. Leave it to the fucking History Channel to put out a show about a mythical person. The fuck is wrong with them?
I think you're hard to please.
I'm not
I'm a
hard to
bit cranky.
please. Am I cranky right now or cranky in general?
General.
General crankishness?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to need a large coffee soon. I'm just saying.
okay, well, we're not out of here until 8 o'clock.
I know, and
So-
I keep cleaning my glasses and they seem to be getting dirtier.
Well, maybe your shirt's filthy. Or maybe it's your eyeballs.
I haven't had time
Yeah.
to shower yet. We've been here since 11.
It's been a rough morning.
Actually, I haven't been here since 11. I came late to the party.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was a bit hysterical.
Oh, and then for those of you who were keeping up on it, Lives of Love and Hate started up again yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So the web serial's back up and running. And that's actually doing... It's actually doing a little better than I thought it was going to do.
Yeah?
Like, people read it for... I don't want to say for some reason, because I think it's cool. But I've been told many times by people in this room that I have a very acquired taste when it comes to the things that I like, and this is very much like the things that I like, so I didn't think there would be many people liking it. I thought it would be more for me, but apparently it's likable, so I'm going to go with that.
I'm just asking if anybody has any views on Interstellar or Vikings that we can throw at you there.
Yeah, please do, because If I remember correctly, I think Jeff was a little miffed about it. He didn't like the sound mix.
Oh, did you know?
I think the sound was a little rough, but
Yeah. See, I don't notice things like that. I just like to be entertained.
it was funny because when the movie first started, there were people who were all pissed off. But the reason why there was a group of people who were all mad and upset is because they hate Anne Hathaway. Oh, this fucking bitch. Oh. And I'm like, seriously, is this what you have a problem with? But yeah, I don't know. It was just, that movie did not need to be that long.
Oh, we've had a little message from MF Wall, a comment saying, thanks all for coming out to show your support. So greatly appreciated. And thanks CC Wall for hosting this fine event.
Oh, thank
So that's
you.
really nice.
That is cool.
Sorry, I keep...
Her computer's doing stuff. See, she does this thing where she doesn't use the arrow keys. She slides her finger down the mouse to make the screen move, and it doesn't go. It doesn't go right away, and then all of a sudden it moves super fast, and she starts panicking. She goes, and then instead of pushing the buttons, she just like tries to double tap the mouse, and sometimes nothing happens, and she's like tap tap. Tap, tap.
Yes, I'm an
tap,
idiot.
Tap. It's not that she's an idiot. It's just
No,
like an intricacy that she has when it comes to how she does stuff. And when we're like working on a cover or something, and I'm like wanting something to happen right away, I'm just like, just push, just tap, just left click that, just click it.
Shall we discuss our little debacle that we had with the Scrivener editing process? That would be an interesting topic.
This is a topic. Okay, so for those of you who use Scrivener, this could be extremely useful to you. I write on a Mac on Scrivener. Zoe edits. And for the longest time, what she would do is just write all of her edits out in a notebook and then give me the notebook, and then I would go and like fix all the stuff that needed fixing or whatever. Well, then we decided, let's just get her Scrivener on her PC. I'll send the files over to her, and she could just type in what needs to be fixed then, and we could go from there. Now, I know there's some people right now watching completely cringing.
Mary Grissom says there's a glitch. It's not playing but counting minutes. The feed.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
Well, it says we're live here. So what I will do is I will send a to, I guess I'll send the event page link, actually.
Percival Constantine, try going directly to the Hangout. It's working there.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So he sent a link to the Google Hangout.
Oh, and I just did too. So that works out good. So anyhow.
Also, can I just say that Percival's put, haven't seen Interstellar, and given how full of himself Nolan seems to be getting, not sure I'll ever bother seeing it. And I replied, exactly, haha, almost 3 hours of self-adulation.
Yeah, because I said around hour 2 and 15 minutes. If there's not going to be a Joker in this fucking 3-hour movie, I'm not going to watch it. I distinctly remember shouting that out.
You did shout that out.
I did shout that out. I shouted out all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, so when I sent her the Scrivener file, she opened the Scrivener file and there was nothing in it. And I thought she lost my book, and so I got all pissed off for a minute. And then realized that when you try to email the file, it won't work. So then we tried doing Dropbox, but when you would put it into Dropbox, it separates the files into a bunch of other shit. So when you download it, it gets all fucked up. And when I wrote the people at Scrivener, and what they said was the actual binder the information that's in that is a bunch of other files, and for some reason, when you try to email that, it loses all that information, and all you end up with is an empty binder. So that was kind of a pain. And so what we ended up doing was zipping the file and doing Dropbox, but then we just started emailing it because that seemed easier. And that worked, but then it didn't work on the second book, and we didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yes.
And what it was that when she was extracting the zip folder or trying to unzip the folder, it was saving the documents in the same folder that she was unzipping it in. And for some reason that fucks everything up. So when you unzip a file on the other computer, you need to make sure that you set a destination that is somewhere that is not where it was downloaded from.
Yeah.
And that'll take care of it. But
hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a train wreck when I'm talking about it.
But then we had to send it back, and you couldn't read it that way either, could you? How did you fix that? We still don't really know, do we?
It wasn't like that. I think it was a different kind of problem with the same result. But
did you mention that we're going from Mac to PC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's on PC, I'm on a Mac. But both Scrivener and the Scrivener coach lady that I talked to both said that shouldn't be a problem. And then, like, I mysteriously get this Facebook ad from the Scrivener coach guy saying, do you send your Scrivener file to your editor, and your editor still refuses to move from from PC to a Mac? This thing will help you. And I was like, okay, creepy internet, like, reading my mind. And what was it? Is it a video thing? Zoe got it. I don't know.
I've got. For my thing that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I've got a thing from Josh St. John saying I shared the same Dropbox account between my Mac and PC. I just have to make sure Scrivener's totally closed before moving to the other device. And then it finishes uploading to Dropbox. So that might be something that I'm not doing properly as well. Because I don't have it closed, do I?
I guess not.
Yeah.
Would that really cause that, though?
Don't know. It's worth trying, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If anything's going to save the huge nightmare.
To be fair, I don't mind the 20-minute nightmare explosion as opposed to the 3 days of trying to read your handwriting. Not that her handwriting's bad, but sometimes when she's getting tired, a lot of her loops start looking the same, and A's and L's and O's and U's all start looking the exact same, and it gets really confusing. And then there was a part where...
If anybody's getting the general hint that I'm the loose cog in the
No.
wheel here.
No. Let me just say this. I have to add this part because this is the best. Okay, so the way she would do it, she would write down in the notebook what bits needed fixing. And I would say, just write a couple words before and after the word that needs to be changed so I know I could just type into the search and it'll just pop up and I could just add it or whatever. Well, she decided after a while that was just too much work and too much bullshit. So then she just started writing what needed to be changed without writing the thing that needed changing, just what it should be changed to. And I'm like trying to find this shit in the book, and I'm like, this sentence is nowhere in this fucking book. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she's like, oh, yeah, sorry. I was just getting tired of writing the other part. It's amazing that the books get done,
Yeah, so if anybody's like,
not
Biggie ass, well, that explains why there's editing issues.
No, there's no editing issues in our books.
There shouldn't be.
I say that after our fucking 9th revision.
I know.
But
we've had 2 more comments. David Delaney said, the way to solve the problem is don't buy Mac. Thank you, David Delaney. And the other person...
Her PC looks like a infected zombie.
doesn't. Don't say that, you'll offend it.
Her PC looks like the cover of MF Wall's disease book.
Percival said the Scrivener auto backup on close can cause problems if it's open on multiple machines. That could be a problem too.
Huh.
Ah. Thank you, guys. This is very helpful.
What she really means is, where the fuck were you last week?
I actually was just going to say, where were you last week when we were ready to kill each other?
But on little fun notes, next week on the show, we're going to have John Oates, who wrote Death Pope.
Oh, nice.
So we'll have some Death Pope interview for you. That's some good shit.
That is some good stuff there.
Yeah. Ooh, what's all that?
What?
Oh, I'm just looking at all the pretty pictures. She's scrolling through the thing.
I'm also very excited because I got the free, I'm trying to get the right words here, episodes 1 to 3 of Vanguard.
Yeah, she's pretty
My
stoked.
Percival Constantine. So I've got those downloaded. I'm very excited. And I just keep looking at the artwork on it because it's pretty awesome.
So we got to figure out what we're going to do for our giveaway.
Yeah, we need a giveaway. Has anyone got any suggestions? What do you think?
I mean, I think we should give away all 3 seasons of Black Star. But what should be the thing? I have a stupid way to make this work. Type in the comments what your favorite 80s song is, and we'll pick which one we like the best. Because we are very particular about our 80s hits.
Okay.
Oh, you're typing it. That's funny. Because I said type in, and so you're typing it in.
You typed in, type in. Type in.
That's cool. That's fine. Type in your favorite 80s song. Because honestly, I don't know if it wasn't Black Star. Or it might have been right at the end of Black Star. Oh, now my phone's ringing. We're legit over here. Super professional. All the
First
time.
3 seasons
It takes her a while to type.
of Black Star Canyon. And can we include Welcome to Black Star Canyon with that?
We could try. It's sometimes hard to email, but it's kind of a big file. But yeah. And we'll throw Welcome to Black Star Canyon in. Why the hell not? So the new season of Black Star Canyon starts June 2nd, and I've already been having a hard time concentrating on finishing Hitman Black, Gavel, and Brain Thief because I'm excited about all the cool shit that's going to happen in this season of Black Star. And I think before the stuff comes out, I think me and Zoe are going to actually go to the real Black Star Canyon and do some video diaries.
Woohoo!
Because she's all into walking places.
If we don't get murdered.
Yeah, if we don't get murdered or sacrificed, which is kind of a murder. Yep.
Okay, that's
all right.
Up and running.
There it is. So all you have to do is tell us what your favorite 80s song is, and if it's a song that we like, which you have no idea of knowing. There are only 3 correct answers to this question, by the way, though. Just so everybody knows.
He said, do you mean favorite crappy 80s song or good 80s song? I would say they're both the same.
They could be, because if your term crap means glam rock, like glam metal, then that's pretty crap, and there could be some fun nostalgic crap in there. But as long as your song goes like,
oh, David Delaney's just put Blue Monday.
You are
Josh
one of
St.
the
John has
champs.
put top that from the movie Teen Witch. Come on, it's awesome. And he's put a link so you can all enjoy that. And Percival's put thanks for the plug, and you're very welcome. I'm very excited to read it. See, people can totally hear me shouting from over here too. You can't hit people. People won't be able to think about anything else.
Okay, sorry. Blue Monday was a very, very good answer, by the way.
But you could go cheesy.
You could go cheesy.
Yeah, we'll try and include Welcome to Black Star Canyon in that as well.
I was told I had mushroom hair today by
It doesn't
someone.
look too bad there.
Well, because it's been in a hat.
Yeah.
But I just washed it. So many of you know when you wash your hair the next day, it is quite unruly.
Oh, God.
It is. Oh, and it's starting to get legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's headed there.
Oh, look at that. That's awful. You gotta nip this in the bud.
David's put on the same wavelength, homie. So we've only got 2 suggestions so far.
Oh my gosh.
The other week for CC Wall's birthday, we had the ultimate 80s soundtrack going.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
We call it ultimate because he sat there for hours creating it.
It wasn't hours. It just kind of happened. First off. Second, it kind of sucked because the party was only like a few hours long and I had I think 13 hours of hits. So there was no way we were going to get through all of it.
And he was a little bit miffed when everybody turned the music off to watch the films.
Yeah.
You weren't ready to give that up yet, were you?
No. And apparently, a lot of people don't consider second wave British ska a form of 80s music. Because there's fucking a horn section, apparently, or something.
Yeah.
And that was very unnerving to me as well. Like, the specials would come on and stuff, and then everyone would be all, and all confused. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. There's a bunch of other stuff on here. And then there was this one moment where it was 4 ska songs in a row. And I'm like, ah, shit, people are going to start
leaving,
coming down on me a little bit here.
David says, you get 70s porn hair once you wash it. And I said, I can confirm he does.
Yeah, but then the strange thing, too, is if I don't wash my hair for a couple days, I also have 70s porn hair.
You just permanently do.
Yeah. I have this whole, Ron Jeremy hair thing going.
Oh, God. How terrifying a thought. Right. It is. Oh, Percival's coming in with Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Ooh.
Now, that's a cracker.
That's pretty good. Although the ending of The Sopranos makes that song hard for me to listen to now. It reminds me of when I called my cable company in a flap because I thought they turned off my cable when the end of The Sopranos happened.
I don't think you'll have been the only one, to be fair.
I was very upset. I tend to get in flaps quite easily. And then those flaps last a while. And I like saying the word flap.
Why is that?
I don't know. A flap. It's no plunge.
Like a mud flap.
Why'd you pop right there?
I don't know. I don't think I could do it again.
We didn't get any Dexies in this question here. Wow.
I suppose I could.
What? What can you do?
I'll put it in, but
She's gonna. What are you gonna put in? I don't understand.
just carry on talking.
Zoe's doing stuff. Okay. So anyhow, if you guys remember, about 4 weeks ago, I was bragging about being a month ahead of all the books that I have to write. I am now not. So this week, after today, I got to crack down. I got a gavel book to write that has to be out next Tuesday.
Yeah?
Yeah. So it's kind of scary. Oh, and then for those of you also, last week, when I put The Hunted Hunter up, it took like a day and a half for it to get up on Amazon. I put Hitman Black 2 up, and it was on Amazon within 2 hours. So there is no rhyme or reason to anything anymore.
Yes.
It does not work.
Hang on. I'm getting there.
I have no idea what she's doing. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. She looks like I wish you could see it. She's very thoughtful right now. She's like,
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Nope. Sure isn't. Dun 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 dun.
I don't want this to be included, but people should take a moment to listen to this song.
What song?
Gino.
Yep. Gino, 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 Gino. It's a good one. It's a barn burner. Oh, now she's going to play an ad from YouTube.
I'm skipping the ad.
She's skipping the ad, folks. Yep, she's playing it. Oh. That's some shit right there. You could write some words to that.
I'm hoping the words are going to come in.
Oh, Gino. You know, this is a new low for us.
What?
Doing a hangout and listening to music. We're going to just kind of throw our hands up in the air and say fuck it. And we're just going to listen to some songs.
It's been a long day. There's nothing wrong with listening to a bit of Dexy.
We don't even know what we're doing for dinner.
No.
I somehow have to manage to do the rest of the show and go to 7-Eleven.
And buy some cigarettes.
And I'm sure you're going to need some wine.
Yes.
Yep.
It's tricky.
I'm all out of my Arizona tea.
Right, it is 5:48.
And coming up, we have Jane Stain. And she doesn't want me to use that name. So let me get the name I'm supposed to use.
What's the one you have used?
Caddy Rowland.
You've just used a name.
No, Jane Stain's the other person who's going to be on.
Okay. Jane Stain, author of Renaissance Fair serial, and Caddy Rowland, author of The Performance. All links are again at the top in the About section.
Yup.
On the page.
Oh, Gino.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Obviously, my suggestion won't be counted, but it should.
Some Ghost Town should have been on there too. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Should I do that?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
I'll put it on for people to listen to in case they haven't.
And you might want to go with the extended 12-inch version mix. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this live broadcast of us completely fucking off.
Well,
It's been good times. I think we needed the moment because being silent and just going rat-tat-tat-tat all day has been quite difficult. And we will talk all about, or wait, it might not be next week, actually, now that I think about it. Death Pope might be next week. It might be the week after. Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
I'm stopping.
Yep, and she stopped it. Okay, so that's good. And that horrible sound is my ashtray.
Oh, the thing that we were discussing before, if you're interested, how do we get...
Here is my calendar. I got to find out when. Tuesday, April 7th. Yes, Death Pope. So, yes, that is next week. Oh, I still have my license plates. I should put those on the car.
Joseph Michael at scrivenercoach.com.
Yeah.
That was the thing. And I get a free exclusive Michael Hyatt training series, which gives you loads of free lessons. There's about 6, isn't there, or something?
Yeah.
Free lessons that tell you all the different editing things you need to know. So I'm going to have to check those out.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
You should have a full report by next week.
Yes. Maybe.
She's so pissed. See how we said it, so it has to happen now.
Yeah. It's now 10 to.
10
Going
till.
to choose a winner?
Yeah.
Okay, so the choices are. Hang on. Bear with me. Bear with. Bear with. Teen Witch. Top That. Blue Monday. Odd Journey. Don't Stop Believing.
Well,
Why don't we give all of them?
I was just going to say, those all have merit, especially the obscure witch song.
Should we play it?
Might as well.
Let's have a little taste.
Let's have a taster.
I'm skipping the ad.
Skipping the ad.
Oh, it's not letting me skip the ad.
Not letting her skip the ad, people.
Oh.
I'll
This
just.
might not be the.
This might actually be the
This
song.
is the thing.
This is it. I have no idea what's happening right now.
Oh,
Oh. I don't understand what she's doing right now. But
might move forward a little bit.
she's going to move forward a little bit.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, this is awesome.
I don't know if that's the word I would use. Oh, she just full screen that shit.
Oh, I think.
Is this from The Worst Witch? No, this is Teen Witch. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go back the other way. Those white kids look dangerous. Yeah.
Look how funky he is.
Oh my gosh, those suspenders are jamming. It's like a bunch of Zach Morrises rocking out in the street.
This is pure
almost as good
awesomeness.
as Rock Until You Drop on Monster Squad.
This is genius.
Uh-oh, that Ghetto Blaster is possessed. Okay, so all of you guys have won something. That's great. And I just noticed that when I do this, my computer shakes. So if I've been doing that this whole time, I apologize greatly.
He probably has been.
I probably have been. So,
Can I just say to Josh that that was an inspired choice? And we should give him 2 bookmarks just for giving us that.
you're
visual
ready
thing.
to sell the farm for everything.
I seriously am speechless.
I liked the moves that those guys
I
had.
like the fashion.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and cut this here, and we will see you back in the event page on Facebook in about 6 minutes. So thank you all for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you to everybody for joining.